Hey guys, it's a new video. I hope you're all doing good this week. I think I'm going to start off on this one by removing this door. I think that'll make what I have to do easier. I'm going to try to get all this stuff looking good. And unfortunately I got some wrap right here that's starting to peel back, so hopefully I can lay that down and shoot over it and lock it in place. If not, might have to rewrap it. We'll see. Hopefully this will be the last time this has to come off. A little overspray never hurt anybody, right? You know, I just noticed something, guys. Since the last time I sprayed these seats, which has probably been at least a month, I haven't had any cracking or anything. So, granted, I've had to respray them 2 or 3 times, but I don't know what I did different last time. Maybe the heat? I don't know. But they're not like cracking and showing what's underneath anymore. So that's awesome. Alright. I'm going to try to go about halfway out on this. Try not to screw it up. Starting to bite. Okay. See if I did a good job. Okay. I'm creeping in, damn it. That actually worked when I... Whoa. Wandering razor blade. What? There's no way I'm going to be able to go over that line again. Or maybe. Okay, right over there, it's making the rest of the screen dark. I think that's good enough, and I'm gonna do the bed liner probably I'll put a tape line all the way to the outside of this first lip here. So all that will be overlapped, and it'll lock it in. And I know that because I've done that already in several, 5 or 6 different spots, and it's all holding up good. Like I did it up here and then a bunch of other places, so I know it works. Okay, I didn't tape up all of it yet. I kind of want to do this as a test and see how good taping it like this works. Hopefully I've got enough to protect the seats and the rest of it, and I can use this too, so. Alright. You gotta do quite a few coats of this stuff. Whoa. Be careful. I've noticed after you shake the can and it first comes out, it kind of comes out like a clearish whitish color. So you always want to spray some before you hit what you're actually trying to paint. And then how fast you go really makes a big difference on the texture that you end up. If you hover in one spot, it looks completely different. So yeah, I think this is going to work probably. I left it in the freezer just a little bit too long, like 5 minutes. So now I can't use it right away because you can see the condensation, which I know can't be good for the internals, but these things overheat. The show must go on, you know. Alrighty, well, I masked some stuff off while the cameras were busy overheating. Got all the way up to here. On the inside, I think I'm going to leave that masked off. Might want to do that gray, so that's why that's there. And this does not like to stick to that roll-on bed liner stuff, so okay, we're looking good there. And then every so often I'll have to show you what because it just now did it. So the pin that this button depresses, hopefully you can see that little pin in there. It goes too far down and you have to take something and actually push this whole deal back in there, and it pops that pin back up, and then it sprays nice. So stupid, they all seem to do it, and I just thought it was like a bad can at first, but I figured that out. Now I just got too much right there because it wanted to act goofy. And there. Damn. If it doesn't come out consistent, it makes it really tough to do this. Yeah. I might have to switch tops because this is ridiculous. I guess that's what I'm going to have to work with. Sucks. Alright, here's what we're looking like. I know it's hard to tell with the... It's so bright out here. Oh, I missed a spot. I got some blue right there. And the hinge covers all that, but... And then, I know this already looks gray on camera, but it's just a dull black. That probably will get painted this gray. Because it's kind of, you know, part of the dash. So, anyway. Looking a lot better. I didn't realize that this is some kind of like rubber or something. If I'm going to paint this gray, I'm going to have to get that out of there. Which sucks. I was just in here kind of cleaning this up, so I want to paint it gray, and I found a sticker here. There's the mirror, and a sticker over here. So I started rubbing some denatured alcohol on it, thinking it would, if anything, it would also take the writing off, but it's leaving the writing behind, so I might try to restore these stickers. That was a lot of elbow grease. Was it worth it? Probably not. What does it say? It says, the canvas top of this vehicle is provided only to offer some protection against undesirable weather conditions. It is not designed to hold occupants inside the vehicle or to protect against the intrusion of foreign objects in the event of an accident. Wear your seatbelt at all times. I guess in 1987, not a lot. Maybe. I bet less than 50% of the people wore their seatbelts back then, because when they started mandating it, I remember like everybody fought it. I still know people that don't want to wear their damn seatbelts, but okay, that was much easier with this type of rag. It's a lot more abrasive. This one says, do not remove or modify any structural components surrounding the occupant area of this vehicle. Removal or modification of these components can result in reduced occupant protection in the event of an accident. So don't be a dumbass when you're modifying the vehicle. I really wish somebody didn't put... This was, I just removed this like 10 minutes ago. It was a bracket for a CD handheld piece, and I really wish they could have done it like over here. Then I could have like filled in the holes and the sticker wouldn't be ruined. But anyway, since I decided to do that, now it's going to be even more work because I got to tape it off when I paint the rest of it gray, kind of like how I did that jack under the hood. But I think it'll be cool. This was one of my good pairs of pants. I was going to try not to mess them up. Whoops. See if they're stain proof. Hey, kinda. Check it out. Nice. Alright, this is my visor. I already did this side real quick, but here's another product you guys may not have known about. It's called Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer. And it's made for plastic, but I'm going to use it on this because it's what I got. And yeah, I'm sure it might help a little bit. It kind of smells like sunscreen. You know, I always tell you guys what stuff smells like. I think the inside of this is a little crusty. But, hey, that seemed to work. Right? A whole lot better than it was, anyway. Cool. And then there was like some crusty creatures in there. Anyway, cool, huh? So it works on plastic and vinyl, I guess. Well, for all I know, it might disintegrate in an hour, but at least it worked for now. This is what it's actually made for. It's black plastic, so let's see how it works on that. Works pretty good. It's black. Nice. Well, my phone keeps shutting off. I was saying I don't envy you guys that live in high humidity places, but let me show you what I've been working with here. You saw me do the door jamb. That's basically done. The A-pillar is basically done, and I've been working up here on this top part. You can see I need to hit that part a little more and up there. Anyway, to get in behind there, I've been using this guy, kind of just, I don't want to screw up the paint that I already did, but I've been like pushing it in behind there to, I go a little farther, I go actually behind it and pry it down, but anyway, you can see. And I saved the stickers, yay. Well, it died again, but anyway, yeah, I removed the mirror and that sun visor over there, and I made it to about right there, so still got to do that whole side, and I think I'm going to try to get that part, that A-pillar, at least done today before I clean up, so I'm going to get to that. I think I'm going to throw the door back on so that I can reposition this thing because it's too close to the house.
Okay, I just stole 3 good spark plug wires off my roommate's little 22RE 4Runner here. I only took 3 because that little guy right there isn't long enough to reach the shortest one on mine, but I am gonna, I'll flip them around so I, you know, end up changing all of them. Actually, I forgot the coil wire. I should probably do that too. I figured while I'm waiting for paint to dry, I would switch a couple of these plugs. Wires. I always say plugs when I mean wires. And I cannot do all 4 of them, but looks like they're labeled on that. I'll go ahead and label them on this end. Two. 1, 2. That's labeled 2 on that end. 3. Damn it. It left the end in there. Of course, this didn't want to stay on the plug wire, so I'll have to fix that before I put it back, but let me switch them around real quick. Well, it doesn't seem to be running any better with those. I am going to switch one more because I wasn't able to switch all 4, so I'm going to flip-flop one of them and see. Alright, so it is not quite warmed up yet, but it seems to be running fairly smooth. I just can't tell because as it warms up, it always gets a little smoother, but that's shaking a little, and the mirror, it's funny, you can't see it in the camera, but you can see it in real life shaking. How is that possible? That's bizarre. Maybe the frame rate. Anyway, I'm gonna flip them back around to mine and see how it runs. Okay, so I got the stock my plug wires back on. I really don't think it's bad plug wires. I gotta get this thing out of the way so that I can park here. So probably gonna do it for tonight, guys. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to pick up where we left off yesterday. I did the bed liner part. Now I've already got this prepped. I'm gonna try to do it without taking everything apart. And the reason why I do that, you guys might have been wondering, is I like to paint the screws also, and if you paint them with them already in place, then they don't get messed up putting them in and out. So I don't think I need to really take any of this apart again. I've had it all apart many times, but I'm just gonna see if I can go ahead and, you know, do it with everything together and be done with it. So here we go. Okay. Put some salt back in my body. I assume that's what this is. Salt. Sodium, 510 milligrams. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try to cut this again. This side won't be as bad as yesterday, fortunately. Hopefully it won't be as bad to cut. Whoa, all over the place. About 80% you could have done a better job than I just did. Probably even got a couple blind people watching that could have done better. I was doing so good right up to the end. I think that'll work though. Yes, sir. Okay. I just need to prep it. Anybody want to volunteer to help me prep? Check it out. I'm wiping everything down with alcohol. I found another sticker. I'm going to see if I can get it to where we can read it. Well, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any writing on this one. You can kind of see, you can see right through the sticker. And there's nothing. So I just kind of sanded the edges to feather it in. This black paint that I use really doesn't want to come off, so I'm just going to paint over it. But all right, time to mask. I was just thinking about something that kind of cracked me up. When I painted the wheels over here, I didn't want to use masking tape because I was too cheap. I didn't want to waste it because it was like $7 a roll or something. And then here I am using yards and yards and yards of it just to mask off like around the door and stuff. But in my defense, I did get like 4 rolls of this for, I don't know, 20 bucks or 17 bucks or something. So I still have this one and one more. So I should have plenty to finish this thing. That's why I'm frivolously wasting it. I'm gonna try my stuff that I was using yesterday. See if I can get this little condom thingy to look black again. I bet it'll work. It's a little better.
Now, can we get it on there? Never was good at that.
A while ago I was up at my parents' house and I borrowed my dad's grease gun and some grease, and I was gonna lube up like all the Zerk fittings underneath, and I'm not really finding any. The only place I saw grease fittings was on the U-joints on the drive shafts, so I don't know if I'm just missing them or if they don't exist. I know on modern vehicles you don't really see them, but I would think on an 87 you would have grease fittings. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to grease the ones I did find. It's not much, but I'm gonna do that real quick.
That looks, you know what, I did bring this torch over here. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I forgot you gotta manually pull the lever out each time you squeeze it. Okay. Okay, does this even have a chance of fitting over that? Probably not. I don't think so. No. Alright, what happens if I just squeeze it? Yeah, didn't think so. So I guess I don't know what this thing lubes. There's no way this could lube this back here. So I guess it just lubes. I don't know, I guess it just lubes the U-joint. But I'm wondering, you see this little indent right here? It almost looks like a boot should go over this. And maybe it is supposed to be lubed. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But, yeah, what do you guys think? Is this factory, and why is it shaped like an octagon or whatever you call it? Octagonal. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a 6-sided deal. So, do I need a different? This is the grease fitting deal that I have, and I thought all of them were round, all the Zerk fittings I've ever seen. So, anyway, I don't know what the hell to do. I guess I'm just gonna stop because I don't know. Maybe one of you guys does. But I'll move on to something else. Alright guys, here's how she's looking, and I do still have a brand new full can, so I can go over some of these little inner triangle pieces more and make it look more uniform, but I did touch up a couple little spots in here. Speaking of in here, I've gotten quite a few comments of people, I mean, dating back to like right after I got this thing. I think the first time I ever touched the carburetor, people were saying, just throw a Toyota 3K carb on there and be done with it. So it sounds like people have really good luck with those. And I would have already probably done that if this thing didn't run so darn good when I first bought it. But I kind of have OCD a little bit. I remember when I was in my like younger 20s, I fixated on like idles and tried to get every car to idle as smooth as I could, and so maybe that's just coming back, I don't know. But I mean, the thing runs fine, it's got plenty of power. It's just when I start it, when it's not at operating temperature,
it shakes pretty good, and I hate that. It just drives me nuts. It doesn't hurt the car or anything, but it's just a personal thing. I can't stand it. So anyway, so I was looking on eBay for Toyota 3K carbs, and there's a bunch of them, and they're like 60 bucks, 70 bucks. So I don't know if I'm like finding fake ones. I know these Webers are like 300 or 400, and they do make fake versions of these. But does that sound right to you guys? Only like less than $100 for a 3K carburetor? Just seemed really cheap to me. My other question is, if I do pick one of those up, can I use the adapter plates? There's like 2 or 3 different things you gotta have stacked up to make these Webers work. I'm wondering, if I buy that 3K carb, can I just use the adapters I've already got and bolt it right on? Or do I have to get all new adapters and stuff? And yes, I have, I know you see the stuff squirting out here. This is like one of the most common places for a vacuum leak, is right in here. And I've sprayed stuff on there, soapy water, carb cleaner. I've checked it when I had it off. These bolts are so damn tight, even if there is like something in there, they're compressed together so much I can't possibly imagine I have a vacuum leak right there. But that's how she acts. She acts like there is a vacuum leak. And I still have the EGR valve on there, but it's blocked off behind it. I never did get bolts for it, but maybe I'll keep it on there because it looks like it's working. But yeah, I don't mind picking one of those up, and hell, it'd be fun just to kind of switch it and see if it runs better and if I lose any power with it. I think the only thing done to this is the carb and the header, and I used to have that MSD coil, and I changed that out for like a OEM equivalent. But anyways, yeah, somebody let me know. I'll order a 3K if they really are only like 70 bucks and I don't need the adapter plate and all that crap. I don't mind throwing it on there. That would be kind of fun. But all right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this one. I'm pretty much out of time. I'm gonna switch the top here soon, throw that brand new one on there and see if I have any better luck with it. And there's a fuel line in the back that's kind of needs attention. A lot of stuff underneath needs attention, so I'll probably move on to that here shortly. But yeah, I'll see you guys here shortly, and hope you're having a good week. Take care.